Welcome to Intelligence Gateway.
Hello! Today we are going to learn Lecture Onio 0 of Angular Complete Guide. Lecture 10 is Deployment and Best Practices, in which we will learn about Introduction to Angular Optimization, Deployment Best Practices, Ahead-of-Time Compilation, Lazy Loading and Code Splitting, Performance Optimization Techniques, Angular Best Practices and Coding Conventions. Introduction to Angular Optimization. Welcome to our presentation on Angular Optimization. As you may know, Angular is a powerful framework for building web applications, but without proper optimization, your application's performance can suffer. That's why it's important to optimize your Angular applications for production, which we'll be discussing in this presentation. We'll cover various techniques and best practices that will help you improve your application's performance, reduce load times, and ensure it's secure, reliable, and scalable. By the end of this presentation, you'll have a better understanding of how to optimize your Angular applications for production and leave with actionable advice that you can implement right away. Deployment Best Practices. Deploying Angular applications can be a complex process, but following best practices can ensure that your application is secure, reliable, and scalable. One key best practice is to use HTTP for all communication between the client and server. This helps to prevent man-in-the-middle attacks and ensures that data is transmitted securely. Additionally, using a Content Security Policy (CSP) can help to prevent cross-site scripting XSS attacks by restricting the sources of content that can be loaded by the application. Ahead-of-time compilation. Ahead-of-time AO compilation is a process that converts Angular templates and styles into highly optimized JavaScript code at build time, which results in faster load times and improved performance. AO compilation eliminates the need for a just-in-time JIT compiler to run in the browser, reducing the size of the JavaScript bundle that needs to be downloaded. This can significantly reduce the initial load time of an application, especially on slower networks. Lazy loading and code splitting. Lazy loading is a technique that allows you to load only the necessary parts of your application when they are needed. This can greatly improve the performance of your Angular application, as it reduces the initial load time and the amount of data that needs to be transferred. Code splitting is another technique that can help improve the performance of your Angular application. With code splitting, you can divide your code into smaller chunks that can be loaded on demand. This can also reduce the initial load time and improve the overall performance of your application. Performance optimization techniques. One of the key performance optimization techniques for Angular applications is reducing bundle size. This can be achieved by removing unused code and minimizing dependencies. By reducing the amount of code that needs to be loaded, the application can load faster and perform better. Another important technique is optimizing images. Images can take up a significant amount of space and slow down page load times. By compressing images and using appropriate file formats, the application can load faster and provide a better user experience. Angular Best Practices and Coding Conventions. Consistent naming conventions are important for maintaining a clean and organized codebase. Use descriptive names that accurately reflect the purpose of each component, directive, and service. Following the Single Responsibility Principle (SRP) can help prevent code bloat and improve maintainability. Aim to create components that have a single responsibility and avoid adding unnecessary logic or functionality. Conclusion. In conclusion, deployment and best practices play a crucial role in ensuring successful and efficient implementation of any project or system. Whether it's software development, infrastructure setup, or any other technical deployment, following best practices can lead to improved performance, security, and scalability. One key aspect of deployment best practices is thorough planning and testing. Before deploying any system or application, it's important to create a detailed deployment plan that outlines all the necessary steps, dependencies, and potential risks. This plan should be tested in a controlled environment to identify and resolve any issues or bottlenecks before going live. Another important consideration is the use of automation and configuration management tools. Automating the deployment process not only saves time and effort, but also reduces the chances of human error. Tools like continuous integration and continuous deployment CI/CD pipelines enable seamless and consistent deployment of code, ensuring that updates and bug fixes are quickly and safely delivered to the production environment. Security is a critical aspect of deployment. Following security best practices, such as implementing secure coding practices, regularly patching and updating software, and conducting thorough security assessments, helps mitigate the risk of vulnerabilities and protects sensitive data. Scalability is also a key consideration. Designing systems with scalability in mind ensures that they can handle increased workload and user demands without compromising performance. Techniques like horizontal scaling, load balancing, and catching can be employed to achieve scalability. Monitoring and logging are essential for maintaining the health and performance of deployed systems. Implementing robust monitoring solutions enables real-time visibility into system behavior, allowing for proactive issue detection and resolution. Additionally, logging helps track and analyze system events, aiding in troubleshooting and post-deployment analysis. Documentation is often overlooked but is vital for effective deployment and future maintenance. Comprehensive documentation should cover system architecture, configuration details, deployment steps, troubleshooting guides, and any other relevant information. This documentation serves as a valuable resource for both current and future team members. Lastly, continuous improvement is crucial in the deployment process. Regularly reviewing and optimizing deployment procedures, incorporating feedback from users and stakeholders, and staying up to date with industry trends and best practices ensures that deployment processes evolve and adapt over time. In summary, following deployment best practices leads to more reliable, secure, and scalable systems. Thorough planning, automation, security considerations, scalability, design, monitoring, documentation, and continuous improvement are all essential elements of successful deployment. By adhering to these best practices, organizations can minimize downtime, maximize performance, and deliver high-quality solutions to their users.
Thanks for watching. For more information, like, comment, and subscribe our channel.